there, clan, and welcome back to part 2 of As the Warrior for the 8th of June 2015. I almost said 17 there. I come from you 2 years in the future. My tip for you, simple. Run! Yeah, take over. It's horrible! I'm kidding. Okay, but yeah, let's dive into the next question, which is a bit of a serious one. And this is about the outrage from Age of Ultron. Okay. Okay. Firstly, I apologise for not apologising, because I'm not going to, because it's my opinion, and I'm going to basically probably offend a few people here. And if you're easily offended, don't watch this video. Click off it now. Hell, at most, I'll leave a link in the description for a video of puppies. Go watch that. Or a GIF. One of the two. Go watch that instead of this. But here we are. For those who are unaware, now I don't know what outrage he's particularly talking about, because I did hear a bit of outrage from a few things. But I'm thinking he's leading to what he's meant, specifically talking about the Black Widow outrage. Now, of course, spoilers for Age of Ultron. Spoilers. At one point in the film, Black Widow is talking with Bruce Banner, and she reveals that she considers herself a monster, and one of the factors that she considers herself to be a monster is the fact that due to her training to become the Black Widow, she was made sterile, as in she can't have babies. And a lot of people saw this as quite offensive. Whereas I saw it slightly differently. I saw it as someone who sees herself as a monster. For many reasons. Black Widow is a murderer. A spy. She's a liar. She is many, many horrible things in a way. She's still a person. She considers herself a monster. That you do not have to consider her a monster. I don't consider Black Widow a monster. I consider her a bit of an evil person. I consider her a person who has done some nasty things in the past, but she's not a horrible person. She's not a monster. And the way she's talking with Bruce Banner is she considers herself a monster because of many reasons, not just the fact that she's sterile. And the way she talks about Bruce Banner, the context is there. Bruce Banner's talking about how he can't have the picket fence, he can't have children, and she goes, well, neither can I. She views herself as a monster. It's up to you to view her as something different. Now, I understand how some people can be offended by this. Now, unfortunately, there were actually a lot of scenes apparently cut from Age of Ultron due to reasons, because apparently nobody would sit and watch a 3-hour long film, Lord of the Rings. But yeah, I don't get the outrage. I really, really don't. I honestly do not get the outrage over that. I can see how some people might view it like that, but I don't. I don't view it as the way those people do it. And the people literally sent death threats to Joss Whedon because of this. Now, admittedly, this is not the first time he's ever received death threats. He's received a lot over his years. But may I point to you that this is the man who one of his most popular TV series he ever created and helped write is called Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which is about a blonde teenage cheerleader who eventually goes to college who fights vampires. Joss Whedon knows how to write badass chicks. Girls, ladies, women, whatever you would like to be called. Because I have met women who would like to be called chicks. I have met women who like to be called girls. I have met women who like to be called ladies. I also met men who like to be called ladies, but that's the big point. Whatever you'd like to be called, it's what you want to be called. So yeah, Joss Whedon. Sorry about that. Edit. But yeah, Joss Whedon knows how to write badass chicks. Ladies, girls, women, whatever. And I think he wrote Black Widow fine, in all honesty. Now, admittedly, I'm not a woman. I don't have a vagina. And I can't give birth to babies. So I don't know how that feels. I don't know what it feels like. So maybe I'm ignorant. Maybe I don't get it. Maybe I'm not in the right mindset. But I don't get the hate. It seemed like a actual legit scene. It felt like a character opening up and being honest with someone. To me, at least, that's how it felt. I wasn't offended by it. I didn't see any problem with it. And to the people out there who did, I understand it. I saw legit arguments for people saying, this is how this made me feel. I got nothing wrong with the people who were legit, calm, collective, and says, look, I respect you, but here is how I feel about this. I'm talking about the assholes over here, the extremists, who sent death threats to Mr. Whedon, who sent all those hateful, hurtful words to people who tried to defend him, just because of how you feel? I understand that you might be angry about it, but you don't need to send someone death threats. Especially a man who has advocated for female characters to be in games, movies, anything. Every creation he has ever made has had strong female characters. Black Widow is no exception. Firefly, there are at least 3 strong female characters in it, if not more. Even though it's in one season. Buffy, main character. Willow, Tara, Dawn to an extent, even though she's a bit annoying. Angel, that even need to fucking say. Dollhouse, even though it's not great. Every one of them has strong female characters that hold up against Black Widow. To all those people who sent up death threats, go back into your hole. Crawl. Stay there. I'm sorry, that legitimately pissed me off. I said it on Twitter, I can't regret it, but I'm not going to regret this. Now, as I say, I got nothing against the people who were calm, collective, and gave their opinion. I have a problem with the extremists, and that's what that was directed to. I didn't see that, but that's the unique thing about perspective. Everyone's different. And everyone is allowed to vent and say those things. As long as they do it politely. And under a control. And discuss. Do not argue. I prefer discussion over argument. But I will happily vent to my heart's content about the filth, the vile of humanity. And I consider extremists on both ends to be those. Now, admittedly, that's merely my opinion. If you're legitimately offended with what I say there, feel free to unsubscribe and not watch my videos anymore. Because if you do not want to support my content, that's the best way to do it. Don't watch my videos if you legitimately feel like I am 100% wrong and you want me to go die in a fire somewhere. It probably won't happen, but just go away. Thank you. But yeah, as it says, I'm a man. I can't clearly understand what it feels like to be a woman. So yeah, maybe I'm an idiot. Maybe I'm just an arrogant man. Whatever. Now, admittedly, if it's the other outrage where Black Widow doesn't get her own movie and her own action figure and all that, here's all I got to say to that. Marvel, give her own fucking film. Give her own bloody action figure. She's part of the Avengers. She is an Avenger. She deserves it. There. Hope that answers your question. No offense to, I was not directed to you. I do apologize if I came across. I hope that was Shemek. I hope I answered your question to an extent. And I do apologize if I did offend you or any way, shape or form. So I thank you for your question. Next question comes from Shemek as well, which is, what are your favourite books that went gaming, anime? What are your favourite books that went gaming, anime, or comic book that weren't? I think you're meaning. Sorry, that weren't anime, gaming, or book related. Books. I'm not a big book reader. I'll be honest. I'm trying to rectify that. I really am. I really am trying to rectify my reading, but it's tricky, unfortunately, because I tend to be a bit of a slow reader. But one book that I actually really did enjoy reading is this book, which is The Palace Job, written by Patrick Weeks, which name should sound familiar if you're a BioWare fan, because he's a lead writer. He's one of the lead writers over there, and that's his own book and his own setting with his own characters. And it's actually really good, and I really do like it. It's part of actually a trilogy, I believe. The second book is released, the third book hasn't been released yet. But I'm going to be picking up the second book, but I actually really like it. I would highly recommend it. There's also the Heroes of Olympus and the Percy Jackson series. I absolutely love that series. I've got the last book over there. I started reading it, but I just haven't. I got distracted by other things. Haven't got back to reading it, so I do apologize for that. Other than that, that's about it. In all honesty, there aren't many. I'm trying to rectify my book reading habits, but that's just going to take time. I'm also reading the Sherlock Holmes books, which are awesome. So yeah, that's about it. Next two questions comes from Cody, and his questions are: what are your opinions on create a character? Do you think it should be DLC and MKX? Create a character. Okay. For Mortal Kombat, I haven't played Mortal Kombat 9. I can't really say much on that, but in my opinion, if you're gonna create a character in any game, it shouldn't be DLC. There, simple as. And his last question from Cody is: you're an RPG fan, so if you made an avatar in the Mortal Kombat universe, what would be your race, gender, powers, etc.? Let's see. For gender, I would flip a coin. I'm being honest, I would legitimately flip a coin for the gender, just because it doesn't really matter what gender you play in Mortal Kombat, they're all badass characters. So I would flip a coin. Race, probably just human. In all honesty, you're talking like Earthling, Netherrealmian, God, reptile kind of creature. Just probably a bog standard human from Earth. Fighting style, I think that was your question, I believe. Powers, okay. Powers wise, I would just like to be a full-on fighter. Like, literally just like, come on, bring it on, motherfucker, I'll fight you. Like, no projectiles, well, projectiles maybe like shurikens or something, or maybe rocks or daggers or something along those lines. I would like just to be a full-on fighter, no like fireballs or anything. I would like to just be pure-on fisticuffs. Not that still, but actual martial arts fighting. That's probably what I would like to be. I wouldn't really want any like teleportation powers or anything. I would want to be like, I don't care. Bring on the powers. I'll fight them all. I'll take them on barehanded if I have to. I'd probably be dead in a minute, but I don't care. So yeah, that's all of the questions from the comment section. I hope I answered them to the best of my ability. Now we're going to move on to the Twitter question, which is I only got one. What are you most excited for about E3? I've already answered that, so that saves the question. That saves the whole lot of time. So I thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this installment of Ask the Warrior. I hope I answered every question to the best of your ability. As always, I'm Scottish Warrior 92, and I'll see you about doing another Ask the Warrior sometime soon. Thank you for watching. See you all next time. Ciao for now. See you all later.